Like, share, and subscribe to this channel as I continue to provide with trusted information for you to use to make decision, which is my purpose, my calling, and I want to ensure that I'm doing just that to ensure that you are protected away from making silly mistakes and not examining things what they are. Today, I want to deal with, is America a bully? No, the issue of bullying is not something that is synonymous with America or a country. It is something that has been going on for the longest time, I presume, with the existence of humans. And that has happened, if you take it from a biblical perspective, with Cain and Abel, you realize that the bullying thing was there. And if you take the thing with Christ, the bullying thing was there. And if you take other cases with Paul and Silas, if you take Simon, Peter, and others, if you take Bob Marley, if you take Marcus Garvey, if you take Booker T. Washington, if you take, you can name them, Paul Bogle, you can see bullying has always been a central part to the existence of humans. Why is that so? I'm not sure. But we're now at a stage where America tried to tell persons, or the world that is, that we should not try to bully people. America is saying that Russia should not bully Ukraine. But let's look at some stuff. In terms of the Caribbean, we can go outside the Caribbean. America bully, and the Maurice Bishop scenario. You can actually go and look at that Maurice Bishop when he was actually hosted and killed. That was a clear case of bullying. There are many other cases where America has bullied people into things. If it is not up to what they want, you are bullied. Now, there's a current bullying tactic being used by the Americans on Jamaica now. You can go and read that, where America wants to tell Jamaica how to deal with the sexual orientation, and say to them they need to allow things to happen, things to unfold in Jamaica in terms of same-sex marriage, same-sex relationship, where nothing is wrong with it, and I presume it can be taught in schools, etc. So Jamaica is now bullied into that. But you might say to me, but that's not bullying. Let's argue simply what bullying is. If you impose, and listen carefully, the word is impose. If you impose on people what you want them to do, when you want them to do it, is that a clear case of bullying? If you tell me what I should do and try to force me into it, whether overtly or covertly, isn't that bullying? You go back to school, for children who have been bullied, it was the same thing. Now, I want to take you to something that I think is undoubtedly a case of bullying. And you may say to me, say, boy, Paul is not bullying. But is it? So I want to look at something. To me, it's a clear case of bullying. And I want you to look to tell me if this is not a case of bullying. And I will go through it with you to ensure that you're understanding the concept that I'm trying to actually create here. Listen to this report from a person on the matter of Saddam Hussein. Listen carefully.
And remains a highly controversial event. But what happened in the moments leading up to his execution? Did he show any remorse? In this video, we will delve into the details of Saddam's final hours and explore the controversy surrounding his execution. Get ready to uncover the shocking truth about one of the most notorious figures in recent history. Saddam Hussein was the 5th president of Iraq, ruling from 1979 until 2003. During his tenure, he had already been the de facto ruler of the country and was known for suppressing various movements. His government was repressive, marked by numerous human rights violations and an estimated 250,000 executions and killings. In addition, he ordered the bloody invasions of Iran and Kuwait. In 2003, the United States and its allies invaded Iraq to overthrow Saddam. The justification for the war was the accusation that Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction, a claim that remains controversial to this day. Saddam was eventually.
All right, let us deal with this matter squarely and honestly. Was there a weapon of mass destruction in Iraq, or if you want to say Iraq? Were there weapons of mass destruction? No such thing was actually proven, and Saddam was executed. Let me ask you a question. Does one bad thing justify another? Because the reporter here is arguing that Saddam had killed a number of persons. And I presume because he has killed a number of persons, is that a justification for you to go and bully the people of Iraq? Bully Saddam Hussein? Kill him? That was a clear case of bullying. What is currently happening between Russia and Ukraine is also another case of bullying. But I'm not discussing Russia and Ukraine bullying tactic, bullying each other, or Russia bullying Ukraine. I'm actually arguing about America bullying people for years, centuries, decades. Now, let's go back to the clip, because everything that the reporter is arguing is substantially allegations, and Saddam was bullied and killed for allegations, and up to today, no such thing has been proven. Only what has been established is that he was bullied and killed in the process. Here we go again. Listen to the reporter.
Captured on December 13th, 2003, after he had disappeared from public view. He was designated as high-value target number 1 and was dragged out of a tunnel system. Task Force 121 conducted 12 unsuccessful raids between July and December 2003 to find Saddam Hussein, and 600 operations were carried out against other targets. On December 1st, 2003, a former driver of Saddam's mentioned Mohammed Ibrahim Omar al-Muslih, Saddam's right-hand man, who was known as a Fat Man. Over the next 2 weeks, 40 members of his family were interrogated to determine his whereabouts. On the 12th of December, Omar was captured during a raid on a house in Baghdad. Omar then revealed the whereabouts of Saddam, which led to the discovery of his remote farm located south of Tikrit. The mission to capture Saddam, called Operation Red Dawn, involved approximately 600 soldiers, including cavalry and artillery. Wolverine 1 and Wolverine 2 were 2 sites that were investigated, but initially Saddam could not be found. During the investigation, one soldier kicked a piece of flooring to the side and uncovered a spider hole with a small hole in the ground. The soldier was ready to throw a grenade inside in case it led to a tunnel system containing hostile forces when Saddam appeared. The soldier struck him with the butt of his M4 carbine and disarmed him with his Glock pistol. Saddam did not resist and surrendered. He was taken to the mission support site and then to Baghdad, where he was held encrusted at the airport with his pistol and roughly $750,000. Saddam was subsequently placed on trial, with his first hearing occurring on July 1st, 2004. During the trial, Saddam referred to the proceedings as theater and claimed that the real criminal is Bush. He also defended Iraq's.
No, listen what Saddam said. And a number of you may not want to actually look at the matter squarely for what it really is. Saddam argued that the real criminal is America, George W. Bush Jr. I'm going to ask you a question that you don't want to deal with, but I'm going to put it squarely on the table. Was America bullying the people of Iraq or Iraq, particularly Saddam Hussein? Where are the weapons of mass destruction? A gentleman was killed on that premise. Let's take the matter now to Jamaica. What can countries do to resist being bullied? And if you're going to resist being bullied, then what is certain from what has been happening historically, given the Western culture, particularly the dominance of America, is that somebody's going to be killed, somebody's going to be destroyed, somebody's going to be maimed. So is it that Mr. Wholeness might die for what the stance that he's going to take? Will America bully Jamaica, particularly Mr. Holders and by extension the Jamaican Labour Party. How many Jamaicans are going to suffer for the bullying tactic that America is going to use on Jamaica? Are you thinking about it? So I'm going to ask you the question. Is America a bully? Like, share, and subscribe to this channel as I continue to provide with trusted information. Let's reason on this matter, because this matter is going to affect you. Every Jamaican that is a resident Jamaican, this matter between America and Jamaica, the same-sex marriage issue, the same-sex relationship issue, is going to affect you. So let's have a discussion on the matter. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel as I continue to provide you with trusted information. Have an awesome day.